The typical life cycle of a narcissistic relationship. When we think about relationships, it's fair to say that we all have the intention to meet someone, eventually fall in love with them, and live happily ever after. And even though that seems totally cliche, it is what we're hoping to achieve, isn't it? We see new relationships as getting on a new path, taking a new road, and we hope that road is newly paved and doesn't have potholes, speed bumps, or a bunch of huge hills to climb. Well, getting involved with a narcissist is like driving on a completely different road, and I'm going to explain the typical life cycle of a narcissistic relationship using this road analogy. I hope it makes sense and really hits home for you. When you first meet a narcissist, it's going to feel like you're on a brand new road. It's nice and smooth. It's free of any blemishes. You'll think you found the best road that ever existed, and you're hoping this road goes on forever. And that's exactly what they want you to feel. They'll shower you with affection. They'll share all the same values and interests as you. They'll make you feel more love than you've ever felt. And they'll promise you the best life you could ever imagine. They have this magnetic energy and excitement about them, and they sweep you right off your feet. Most roads have signs along the way, and you might be missing some caution signs, some early warning signs you might be passing by, and you don't realize it because the road is so perfect so far. You might have this feeling that things are going a little too fast. You're being pressured into a commitment you aren't quite ready for yet. But the road is so smooth, you just continue to enjoy that ride. But pretty soon, that new road will start to transition. You'll start noticing some cracks here and there, and the lines in the road will become more blurry. That's the narcissist shedding that new car smell. They'll start to become bored. The interests they shared in the beginning start to become a thing of the past. And all of a sudden, they just don't care about most of those things anymore. They'll start showing signs of being somewhat passive-aggressive. And at first, it might feel like you hit a small bump in the road. No big deal, right? I mean, not every road will be perfect from start to finish. But as you continue along the road, you start to encounter this fog, and you become a little disoriented. You're struggling to see where you're going with this person. They're starting to turn their love for you on and off on a regular basis. This is the narcissist starting to transition from being passive-aggressive into gaslighting you. They'll start stretching the truth. They'll start making you think everything they say is real, when it clearly isn't. But you're stuck in this fog, trying to see through all this behavior and trying to figure out how to get back onto that smooth, clear road, back to when everything was perfect. And the harder you try to get back there, back to how things used to be, the more potholes you start running into on that road. They might even take an exit off that road and you weren't expecting it, and they'll disappear. You're going to be shocked and confused. So you go chasing after them to find out what caused all those potholes in the road. What did you do to make them leave? Were you the cause of that road starting to crumble? You want to do whatever it takes to patch those holes and get back on that smooth road again. And then, almost out of nowhere, they reappear. They're back on the road with you. You've convinced them that whatever it was you did to make them leave, you'll fix it, and things will be better. The road is back to smooth again. Or is it? This is typical narcissistic manipulation at its best. They've hurt you. They walked away from you. They took the exit. And when they did that, they got exactly what they were looking for. And that was for you to come chasing back after them. You see, They need that validation. They need you to be on the chase at all times. And the moment you apologize to them, even when you've done nothing wrong, they're going to take over the driver's seat and take you down a totally new road. A road that's going to look like spaghetti. It'll have huge twists and turns, massive hills to climb, and deep, dark valleys. And as for that fog will be gone, because there's no need to confuse you anymore. They completely own you now. They've gotten you to a place on that road where you feel totally trapped, and there's no way for you to exit that shitty road. They've thrown their conscience, their empathy, and their remorse right out the window. The only thing they have left to offer is continued pain and abuse. I mean, after all, you apologize to them, so in their mind, they haven't done anything wrong. They aren't going to take any responsibility for anything either. Everything will be completely on you. It was you that caused all the pain and all the problems. You really need to understand what they're up to here. Eventually, they're going to take everything they want from you. Then they'll drop you off at the next stop on the road. They're finished with you. You don't have any more to offer them. And they'll just pick up a new passenger. And when that happens, you might feel devastated because that road they just left you on all of a sudden appears to be nice and smooth again. You're going to think they found a new and better road to travel on with that new passenger. Well, I've got some news for you. That road will quickly turn into the exact same road you just went down with them. Because that's the life cycle of a relationship with a narcissist, driving people into another storm full of doom and gloom. You should feel lucky that they left, and don't beat yourself up because you didn't feel strong enough to leave. It's okay. Time heals. You will find your strength again, and when you do, you will learn to appreciate the wisdom you gained from being on that horrific road. I really hope the analogy in this video makes some logical sense to you, and I pray that you'll find that smooth road in life that you truly deserve to be on. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, keep watching for those signs. Stay alert, be vigilant, be strong, be brave, and go live your best life today.